Welcome back. This shot right here was taken back in January of 2012 of me and my cat Nina, who I call Nina Kitty. We adopted her from PAWS Chicago, and she has just brought so much joy and cuteness into our lives. And there's a huge event happening today from 11 to 4. Dozens of animal shelters in the Chicago and Northwest Indiana area will open their doors in an effort to help us clear the shelters, to get all animals a new home. That's the goal. And while the normal adoption process will still be in place, fees are going to be waived for animals that are 5 months and older. So this morning I'm joined by Sarah McDonald from PAWS Chicago, where Nina came from, one of the 30 or so shelters taking part in today's event. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Brought in an adorable little friend.
This is Moose.
Moose.
Moose is a 10-week-old kitten, and he was actually brought with 12 siblings. He was left in a duffel bag on a hot summer day in July at our medical center parking lot. So we were so grateful that someone saw and brought him into our shelter so we could.
That is so awful that they were left out there. They all survived. They're doing okay.
They all survived. Yes, we have a few in foster, and most some have been adopted, and some will be available for adoption, like Moose today at Clear the Shelter.
Okay, and we should clarify though that Moose is a little kitten. He's only 10 weeks old. Right. Only the pets above 5 or older than 5 months old are going to be waived today in terms of adoption fees.
Yeah, so 5 months and above will be waived, and we are so excited. Thank you so much for selecting us as one of the participating shelters. It's truly an opportunity for everyone to really come out and witness firsthand the amazing pets that are available at your local animal shelter. It's a life-saving event where anyone that adopts today, not only are you saving the pet that you adopted, but also you just made space at that shelter to save another pet.
How important is that in terms of space? I've always been curious what the ebb and flow is like in Chicago shelters. Are they always full? Is there always a need?
There's always a need. At Chicago Animal Care and Control, they're still unfortunately euthanizing about 10,000 pets every year, and the need is so great. We're a no-kill shelter, so you know there's a lot of as space becomes available. We also encourage fostering too. If you're not quite sure that you can adopt today, you can foster a pet and make space too, and just see if it becomes the right fit for your family.
And I know it's more about getting a new family member than it is about the finances, but how much do people save in terms of adoption fees?
Well, what's so wonderful is when you do adopt, you're going to save because your pet's going to come spayed and neutered, vaccinated, microchipped. At PAWS, we give starter food and some free vet care. So in the long run, you will be saving, but also supporting a shelter and truly saving a life.
How do most pets end up at the shelter? Do they come from Animal Care and Control, or do they come from other parts of the country? How does it work?
Well, at PAWS Chicago, we're at Animal Care and Control every day, pulling animals and bringing them into our program. But a lot of shelters also, people might not be able to care for their pet anymore. You know, maybe they fall on hard times, and they do relinquish them to the shelter as well. And Animal Care and Control find a lot of stray animals and bring them.
Yeah, strays are a big problem too. So we at NBC Chicago and Telemundo, we've been talking about this Clear the Shelters event for the last few weeks. What are you hearing from your staff, the people that come in? Do you expect a huge turnout a little bit later?
We do. We are thrilled. We have been hearing so much buzz, so many shelters too. They've just been so grateful for this opportunity. And you know, we're also hoping that today maybe we'll find a lot of shelters will find homes for maybe some of their pets that have been there for a while, you know, that have been waiting patiently to find a family. So everyone is so excited and grateful to you guys.
Sarah, let's run through some of the requirements that people should keep in mind before they come out and adopt today.
Yeah, well, you definitely want to make sure that, you know, if you don't own, that your landlord would be okay with you bringing home a pet today. And just be mindful of, you know, it is a lifetime commitment. So do you have the time? If you work long hours, are you going to be able to get a dog walker? Are you going to be moving anytime soon? Would that new place allow a pet? And we encourage the whole family. You know, since it is a lifetime commitment, bring the family. Make it a process where you all fall in love. Let that pet choose you.
Absolutely. And it does take, it's not you're in and out in 15 or 20 minutes.
Correct.
It takes a little bit of time.
You're going to want to allow some time to fall in love with the pet that you're about to adopt, and also at least an hour to sit with the adoption counselors and just go over everything from the pet's needs to your lifestyle, and just learn anything, especially if you might be a first-time adopter. what it requires to adopt a pet.
It's such a great experience. So to wrap it up, about 30 participating shelters are going to be participating today in Clear the Shelters. A full list is on our website at NBCChicago.com. And once again, adoption fees will be waived for all pets 5 months and older. What a great event. Speaking of falling in love, I'm falling in love with Moose right now.
Oh, he's so cute.
I don't know, maybe Nina Kitty needs a little brother.
I think so.
Sarah McDonald.
He's ready.
Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for having this great event.
Can't wait. Michelle, back to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Anthony, Sarah, and Moose, of course. Just